So, last time I played this, I did not do well, to say the least. Say the absolute least. I got very frustrated with the game. I don't know how much of that came across. I certainly wasn't doing well. I was trying my best to not get mad, but I did. So, I was rethinking about what I was doing wrong, and how I can do things better this time. How's it going, Gnaffle? So first of all, I'm gonna have to set it to nighttime. So we're gonna go back to the black market here, restock on some stuff. I had some time to think after last stream as to the places that I hadn't gone, that I should have gone. And I think this time it's gonna turn out much better than last time. And I think I've got a much better shot at it too. Last time I went into the Beast King's area at about level 20, and the enemies there are like level 27, so I was really getting hurt. Now I'm up to level 23, which helps quite a bit. I don't think I actually need any of these seeds. I think I'm probably pretty good for now. I do need to get re-equipped with just normal items, and the Poto oil. That's why I came back here, that's right. In fact, I'm gonna go ahead and store quite a few of these. Unfortunately, you can't store like a certain amount. I would love to just buy like 20 and just stick them in there, but you gotta buy them one at a time, unfortunately. That's probably good. I didn't keep count at all, but I'm not sure if there's anything else I really want in here. This is just the two vendors, right? Yeah. So I think I'm gonna go to the normal item store, get some items there, and take another crack at this castle that I couldn't penetrate. Couldn't do it. This is the armor guy, not the item guy. Is there not a normal item store here? I guess I'll have to fly somewhere else. Or maybe there is. Maybe I just didn't see it. I don't think there was, though. Anyway, not hard to find another town when we can fly. I would find it pretty funny if I couldn't find items here either, though. Luckily, all of these stores seem to be open 24/7. Quite a few of these are gonna have to go into storage. Luckily, I have the money for all of those. I don't really think I needed the Stardust herbs, but who cares, I can buy them quickly because I didn't have many in my inventory. That just saves time later. Helps to get a ton of Angel's Grails. Those start to eat my money though. No, yeah, I don't think I've used a single one either. Haven't really run into the situation where it's useful. Okay, so that was quite a bit of money spent, but I would say well spent. So before I even go any further, I'm just going to pop into the inn just to save. And then get going back to Beast King's castle. I just realized I named the stream with the wrong parentheses. Whoops. Oh well, you get what I mean. I also haven't come in this way in a while. So here's the thing, last time I never really spent much time in the castle. I spent a lot of time going around outside the castle. So this time I'm going to try to spend my time in the castle and see what happens. If he can get a heal off in time, but it's probably not wise considering he's the main DPS guy. We'll try it. Oh, okay. Good, fight was over. Because I really don't want to waste all my healing items like last time. It'll take a while to heal up in between fights, but it's better than dying. And it's better than losing all my items. It's gonna take it's gonna drain my MP really fast though. Okay, so what are my options? I've got 3 doors here, and I've got ways out to around the building. So why don't I just take the most obvious route? Which I don't think this leads anywhere. It doesn't, so I'm just getting out of here. Not even gonna fight him. Although I will heal Crab at least. Because these guys just, they hit hard. They're almost not even worth fighting. These guys I think I will because I'm not sure where this is gonna lead. I was pretty confident that was a dead end before. It's kind of hard to keep track of Gnaffle here during these fights. Oh, I still have my special move as well. Interesting. I have no idea why that would be. For some reason it just didn't take it. I think it's the bottom one that... Yeah, there he goes. Please don't use a special on me. There we go. So this is pretty much where I want to be, though. I feel like such a fool for last time. Hopefully Kaiser stays out of this fight as much as possible. Oh, well, that was very quick. I was gonna say because, bad timing. How many of these guys are there on this screen? Wow. Oh my gosh, even more. Get out. Fortunately, that just does tons of damage. Oh, Crab even getting in on the action. Very nice. And I'm still not out of werewolf form, so that means there's even more. And he's right there. Yeah, basically a dragoon. Got the weaponry for it as well. That guy just spawned in, so these guys are just coming infinitely then. Kind of interesting though, I mean, that makes this a really good place to train. Oh, okay, maybe it wasn't infinite. And for all of that trouble, we got 1 chocolate. That's a reward. But it's better than no reward. Yeah, almost there with current armor. Is this a dead end? Oh, I got the wrong person there. Excuse me. I wonder what day it is. I didn't look it up. I'm just gonna cast something on everyone. Ow. Oh, that got her killed. That means I don't even want to deal with it. I don't want to use my Angel's Grills if I don't have to. I'll come back in there and just poke my head in. They do so much more damage when they spawn them, when they spawn them all around you. They just really converge on you and they just mess you up. Yeah, that's true. Only the last guy can drop an item. But at the same time, I mean, it's not that big of a deal either way. Is this just a dead end then? It's just a dead end. So painful. Aha! Look at that. Also, we've got all these guys here. What day of the week was it? How can I find out? Or can I find out in combat here? Let me just take advantage of this in just a second. Ah, that's true. They're gonna spam that. It's Jin's day though. I could try to take them out one at a time though. Forget it. I just want to go ahead and find that golden statue that we caught a glimpse of that one time. You know, if the AI played Kevin as well as a player could, it really would be worth it to always be a magician. Okay, so what do we want him to have? He's maxed out on spirit at the moment and maxed out on strength, so we go vitality, right? Right. Okay, so I could go outside from here, which would be a place that I've probably never seen. Let's poke our head out. And poke our head back in. Nah, I can get through that. Okay, so this is pretty much where I was at last time, wasn't it? No, this is on the inside of where it was. And look at that, it's just that easy. How's it going, Kaiser? I no longer suck at video games, yay! So if you'd be so kind as to hand over the sword, we'll let the fairy go. You coward. Fail to see the point of this frivolous exercise. You're wasting my time. He just walks away. Isn't this important to you? Beast King, you just wait. I beg your pardon. Once I obtain the sword, you'll see. Now the sword, or the fairy's life, what shall it be? The only thing I'm worried about here is I never found a statue to save at. It was probably in the door to the right, and I didn't follow my own motto, which is always go the wrong way first. The sword of the fairy's life, what shall it be? Uh-oh. Good. Sword of Mana. What a charming... Wait, it's... getting heavier? Ugh, I can't hold it. Kind of a funny sprite for him. Aha, good sword. No like evil person. Give it back. Finally got done casting that spell that's been going on for the whole conversation. Sword will adapt. Its spiritual energy will serve the powers of darkness. Death is the only true state of perfection. It ends all physical and mental suffering. We seek to bring our perfection to all forms of life. Is this nihilism? I say, the Sword of Mana is becoming accustomed to my grip. What? We will now commence the third phase, indeed. Hee. Once the god beasts are awake, everything will die. So many spirits to feast upon. I can hardly contain my excitement. Hee. It's been my pleasure doing business with you all. I look forward to your deaths. Ta-ta. Fairy alive? Not your fault, but god beasts. What do we do? God beasts, it's already begun. And check on the mana stones. Close your eyes. So yep, all of those mana stones that we visited before. Cracking open. And what you didn't know is that they're actually eggs. I mean, not exactly, but there's monsters inside them. Whoa, graphics. Yeah, that's basically all they're good for us, is just changing classes. God beasts have revived. Oh. Each one controls a different element. If they combine their powers, we'll never be able to stop them. We have to stop them now while they're still vulnerable. Let's hurry to the Mana Stone. I mean, can we... Oh, we can. Let's find that, save statue first. Because I think it's just right down here. Probably? Please? Or is this gonna be a staircase? Aha! It's in a room with guys, alright. That's kinda cruel, but whatever. I think this might be like the only statue that has enemies in the same room. I don't know where Kreb just went off to, but Kaiser just got his level. And int, right? No reason not to go int. You've been so angry you ran through a wall to suplex someone? I wish I could say I was. Or I have done that. Yeah, you're very smart. That hurt. I still want to finish this guy off, but he keeps healing himself. So I think that means I should switch. And this guy's the light one. So eat darkness. It's Kaiser's specialty. Yeah. To be honest, I just... that's unfortunate, can't get that. To be honest, I just don't like sitting through the animations all the time. We've seen him so many times as well. This would be a great place to grind. I am gonna fight the guys on this screen, just so I can make a clean exit next time. I'm glad the one guy on the left doesn't seem to want to fight us. He's just stuck, isn't he? That's funny. And he even spread the heals out, so he got healed less himself. There we go. We want to use Kaiser for this. Kaiser's got the most luck. We don't need to save a second time, that's fine. I don't think it would remember that I cleared out this room anyway, and that's a pretty small amount of experience. So, excuse me, we're just gonna walk past you. Because I don't know what's gonna be up here. Could be nothing, could be something. Told us to go look for the god beasts. They had to walk through the wall to get there. Beast King, for Carl! My son, such anger, but without discipline. Open your senses, observe your surroundings before making your move. What? Carl? Carl, alive, but why? The wolf pup's death was an illusion. The dark magic was responsible. Yet you buried it anyway. You were quick to judge, as always. I later unearthed it myself. Beast King, Say nothing, this was undoubtedly for the better. You were weak, Ganafel, ever since your childhood, perhaps because you had your mother's care. Your mother died when you were very young, Ganafel. She never ran away as I'd told you. What? It was part of my plan to build up your anger. What a great dad. Anger is a powerful tool. With it, you can overcome almost any weakness. Our race was once weak. We had no home. We suffered at the hands of the cowardly humans. Under my leadership, our anger has become our strength. We are now an independent nation. Revenge against humanity was never my goal. I can forgive their actions. But the one thing I can never forgive is weakness. Now you, Ganafel, are also on your way to independence. Show me your strength. You must defeat Death Jester and his cohorts. So he's literally I forgot about this. He's literally setting up all of the antagonists of the game, forcing his kid to save the entire world just so that he can see his kid be strong. Jeez. What a setup. Do it, and then I come back and take over the throne. Your will is strong, but you cannot defeat me yet. Now go. Fight for what you believe in, Ganafel. Cool. Oh, okay, I got it. But hey, it's Carl! Oof. So I'm glad I went up there. That was pretty cool. I don't even need to go to that gold statue again. I'm just gonna get the heck out of here. And then we're gonna pick a god beast. I don't know which one's the easiest. I don't know if it scales based on how many stones you have. Light? I was just thinking light, actually. There we go. I had to remember the controls. So let's see, where is light? Oh, don't make me pull up my map. I know I'll... There it is. I was gonna say I'll see it if I fly over it, but I don't know where it is on the map. So this is a place we couldn't get to before. We were underneath it when we first started the game, which is pretty neat because that means that they get to make an entirely new dungeon for this place, unlike some of the places where they have to recycle things. And it makes sense story-wise why they're recycling it too, so it's not really Like, look at how easy that guy was, and it gave me 243 experience. Look at how easy that was. Like, those werewolves were really out of control. Okay, so our Rune Maiden Crab here, who just joined the chat, I believe needs Vitality. Because we can't get any more strength. Did we get a new move? No new move this time. That's fine though. Eat Whirlwind Kick. Yeah, that's true, the gang's all here. Only 4 debuffs? Yeah. That's fine too though, because that'll take a while. Okay, I remember this is a shortcut we unlock later. Unfortunately, it's getting to be daylight out. Which means I'm gonna have to start using, what's the move called? Pressure Point? I always really love the aesthetic of this place too. All the really nice water effects and just the ancient brickwork kind of place here. It looks really nice during the day. I don't know if I'm going the right way at all here, but I don't think this is like a very maze-heavy place to be. Yeah, I think this is too deep to go down further. Yeah. We got spooky skeletons. Over there. Don't think there's any more debuffs. Oh, it's day now, so I need to use Pressure Point really quick. There's Krebs' new move. Kreb, you've turned into a pretty useful boss killer here, and I just got that move twice. That's the second time this stream that's happened, and I don't know why it's been doing that, but it's cool. Ah! I got eaten. AI, come on, get down here. Oh, there was an enemy right there, I couldn't even see it. I was pushing against it. Why don't we heal Kreb? I might not get this heal off in time, but we'll try. Looks like I did, though. And use Pressure Point again. Pressure Point, I think I want to throw some healing items at you, but at the same time, my inventory is kind of full up. I probably shouldn't even have the Stardust herbs in here. I think we let Kaiser die. Or at least try to finish the fight before Kaiser dies. There we go. Then we'll use Kaiser's luck right after we almost sacrificed him to get a free item. Thank you, Kaiser. Heal up a little bit. I probably should have bought more magic walnuts, just because heal light single target is just going to take a while, and therefore quite a bit of mana to, quite a bit of MP to always be relying on it for heals. What am I doing? I need to use Pressure Point. There we go. Yeah, please attack the one that you can actually attack. I can't quite reach with Knaffle. But it looks like Crab can. Almost. A little bit. Not really doing some big damage, but pretty soon I'll have the special. Will this kill you? Oh, I can't use it because I'm silenced? Interesting. Oh no, you can use it. What is going on with that? Weird. Very weird. So I think this was the way to go over to where... Yeah, this is where the Mana Stone originally was. Which unfortunately we never come here while it's actually still intact. I think we'll be getting to the point where we drain the water pretty quick. Oh right, I already forgot to do pressure point, didn't I? Help. Would have helped to do it at the beginning of the fight, because maybe I would have been able to kill this guy before he ascended to his final form. And since that's actually a full screen move, the guy in the upper right might actually turn into his next form too. Well, at least we're spamming him right now. This guy's just eating all of the specials. Oops. What? That was a strange exit to this room. I walked into it from the right. Odd. I healed myself there, but I probably should have healed somebody else. Yeah. Is it just gonna be you that finishes this fight? I wanted to look around the room. Enjoy that your sprite is always frowning. Are you? I don't even think you have a mouth. I don't think any of us have a mouth. Yeah, it's fine. Although I didn't really want to be fighting a mimic in this state. Let's see if maybe we can heal you before he hits you. That was pretty lucky. I have no mouth in this case. Okay. I'm not quite sure how strong this one's gonna be. Some of these mimics can be very strong, actually. I think they're a different color, the stronger ones are. Yeah, that was just fine. And yes, mimics can drop more chests. And from those chests you can yet again get another mimic. So let's heal Crab here. And continue on. Do pressure point, forget that haven't turned on the AI basically. Whenever you guys want to join in, it's fine. Yeah, that would be fine with me if I just keep fighting like an infinite amount of mimics. Just get items for days. Got a flying item seed, you don't see too many of those. They're not incredibly useful either. In fact, I've got a decent amount of seeds, well, I know I've got at least a few seeds saved up. So at some point I should visit an inn and take a look and see what those are. Yes, Crab? What is your next game after the Windfish is awakened? Well, funny you should ask. I started a poll in the Discord where people can vote on what the next game will be. And last I checked, it was 7-7 in the voting. So, if you want to make your voice heard, go right on ahead. I'm actually really surprised on how split the vote is. I'm having a good time with how divided people are on this. Well, let's just do our special here and hope that Kreb lives through the fight. And everybody else. Although I think that's pretty unlikely now. Maybe. Come on, come on. There we go. Let's use another magic walnut on you. And heal up. I think there's probably still more enemies on the screen. I didn't pay attention to whether or not it said the combat was over. And I'm not sure, I might have, the correct way to go might have actually been one screen down from here. The very first words out of, Kaiser's mouth when he saw that I was starting polls was, democracy. And now he's subverting democracy. Great job, Kaiser. Oh, whoops, I didn't think these guys would be back quite yet. Excuse me, pardon me, excuse me. Well, I was actually gonna say make a good, like, Chinese communist. Anyway. Yeah, I was debating on today whether or not I should change it to calling it a caucus instead of a poll. But we can't exactly do a Discord equivalent of having people stand in corners of a room. Caucus, in case you don't know, for whatever reason, Iowa doesn't do polls in the same way as, like, anyone else on the planet. And when we vote for, candidates during... Oh, it's not for the actual election, it's just for... What is it? The primaries? I must have to uncover a clue, because I know the solution is put in right here. Yeah, for the primaries, we do a caucus in Iowa. And obviously, I'm from Iowa, so it would have been funny for me if it would have been the Discord caucus. So, Gnaffle gets a level, and he gets some strength, which is nice. Yeah, I don't want to get any further into that. Two tablets are on the wall. To the left, light. To the right, the last word is missing. So, that there, and to the right. So that's our shortcut back, and that drains the water. And that should be pretty much a straight shot to the boss, I think. No chest there. Oh, forgot to do pressure point. I should do that before I do my special here. I assume that plays into the calculation. Hey, there we go. Got one of them before he could even change. So we got a level on Kaiser. I think we want to go Vitality. Int is really the only skill that really truly matters, but Vitality is pretty nice to have too. Actually, very nice considering that Kaiser's got such low HP. You know, it's probably actually worth it just to fight this one lone guy. I mean, we just gang up on him. Did do a lot of damage to us there, though. And he just goes over and body slams the other guy. That was pretty funny. Let's see. Fortunately, our Kaiser didn't get silenced, so we can use this. Hopefully this person's not immune to light. Very much not. Okay. And there's Kreb's level. We'll get strength on Kreb. Yeah, you went the dark route. When we got to change classes. If you weren't here for the explanation for how classes work in this game, there's a total of 4 classes that you could wind up being for every single character, and there's 6 characters, so there's quite a few class combinations that you can wind up being. So for your first class, you have to choose light and dark, and then you get the opportunity to choose light and dark again. So you can be light light, light dark, dark light, or dark dark for your final class. So right now, we're just one class in, and you went dark. Gnathel went light, and I think Kreb went dark? I can't remember which one this is. I'll have to look up the classes again in a little while, or in a few streams, just to make sure of what I want to do again. What do we have to do, Kaiser? The dark side. Well, you went the dark side. That's for sure. Double down on dark. I already had it figured out which way everybody was gonna go because I looked at the skills that they would get. I can't remember if that's dark dark or dark light. I think you went dark light. Also, I'm pretty sure the boss is coming up here in just a moment, so I'm going to make sure I've got my inventory in order. Oh, I just happened to cursor over the exact thing I needed, and it was the only thing I needed. Well, that's fortunate. Okay, it's turning into nighttime right now, isn't it? If I could wait for just a minute, I could be werewolf form for the fight. But I suppose it doesn't matter if I've got pressure point. Oh hey. That's nice. Would have saved me some items if I would have came in here first. But that's okay. I could have sworn this was the way to the boss, though. Oh, okay. I thought both of those doors would have led to the same place. That's interesting. And suddenly it's daytime again, even though I'm a werewolf. Okay. So I need to switch over to Kreb. Start putting down my debuffs. So he's going to be casting a lot of spells. The very first thing I want to do is mine down. Going to be doing a lot of buffs, debuffs, all that good stuff. I don't know what the AI is trying to do right now. Okay, so we've got speed down. Go for protect down. And try to remember what the last one was. Hopefully that still hit. Power down? I think power down was the only one I hadn't done yet. I did speed twice. What was the one that I haven't done then? Protect? Okay, thank you. I wouldn't have realized that. Okay, so now that that's all out of the way, I can go ahead and start doing the seeds. So strength up on Kreb and Gnaffle. And we are gonna rip this boss to pieces. Int up on Kaiser. Ritual of the Night. I've never heard of it. I'll put defense up on all these guys. And I know this has been quite the wind-up. Or, wait, was it Gnaffle that hadn't got it? I'm pretty sure it was. Anyway, this was quite the wind-up, but definitely worth it. Also, it was Jin's day yesterday? Was it? I can't check what day of the week it is now. Otherwise I would have already switched over to Kaiser. Show him some dark magic. Does that work? I would think that he might be immune. Also, for as cool as that move looked, that did 100 damage. These buffs and debuffs work so well. Well, I mean, we can give it a try. Leon, you said this is probably one of the best looking SNES games, and I'm inclined to agree. It is a very beautiful game. 610 damage, I would say that works. My gosh. Also, that looks pretty brutal. How much is that gonna do? That actually did do a chunk of damage there. So why don't I bust out the Poto oil? It's very nice that that's like an instant cast thing. That's something that I never used before in previous playthroughs. Let's see, what was that? That was magic up. I want to reset that back down to magic down. Switch back to you. Now he's just gonna keep doing that, isn't he? Oh, well done. We'll make short work of this guy either way. I'm not sure what you mean by that, Kreb. Like Chrono? That would be cool. I don't know why, but Chrono has had such a hard life after Chrono Trigger. He barely did any less damage. Yeah, like 10%, something like that. He keeps spamming this move though, and that makes me want to, oops. Go back to debuffing him. Luffy is protagonist. I'd rather have Maxim than the first Luffy is protagonist. The first Luffy is such a game. I don't know if I need to do this. I don't know if this even makes a difference, but I'm gonna do it anyway. You don't get the buff. I don't think we've seen this move yet. Okay, we got turned into Moogles. I did keep the Stardust herbs in my inventory, right? Or no, it's not Stardust herbs that you want, it's Pui Pui grass. It's Kaiser that needs it. And then more Poto oil. Switch back to you. Spam some dark spells. Hopefully that doesn't do too much, but I don't think it will. Yeah, that hardly did anything. Yeah, this guy hardly stands a chance, and I think it's mostly down to those buffs and debuffs. It's just too insane, because it's the double whammy of us getting buffed and debuffing him. It's kind of cheap that, that we're able to do that. Because if we would have gone the other route with Kreb, he would have gotten buffs for the party instead of debuffs for the enemy. But the game gives you buffs for your own guys, and it doesn't give you items that debuff the enemies. So it's like, yeah, of course you would go that route. Oh, whoops. Blasted through all of my MP on Kaiser here. It does kind of look like we could use another heal, though. I'm just slightly concerned for Kreb, just in case he does that really huge move again. Didn't really need it too much, but just to be safe. I think the Poto oil is actually cheaper than the Angel's Grails. He's got to be close to dead, too. There's no way. That's his big move. And hey, looks like it was somewhat of a good call to use that healing item when I did. So let's go ahead and do it again. I'm pretty sure she's got competent spirit. Because Poto oil heals based on your spirit stat. Or your piety stat, I guess it actually is. I was gonna say, did that just not count that last spell? Oh, hey, there we go. Unfortunately, he's not on the screen when he dies, but that's him dead. Very much not on the screen. But hey, that's the light temple done with. Yeah, interesting death animation, just a couple rays of light. The God Beast power will increase over time. Let's hurry to the other 7. So if I remember right, the levels of the enemies that you face do go up, depending on how many God Beasts you've killed. And you can tackle the God Beasts in pretty much any order. I think some enemies are still harder, and some of the areas are just insane. Like, there is the moon, crystal as well. I'm not sure where to even go next. But at the same time, this seems like a decent stopping point for today. So I think I'll leave it here. Got past the point yesterday that very much frustrated me, and got through that very, very easily, actually. And got through one of the God Beasts, so next time I'll probably get through maybe 2 or 3. I'd imagine there's probably still a few streams left in this game. So anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you next time.